Good evening, everyone. It is an honor for me to address remarks on the International Human Rights Day, and it is an honor for me to have privilege to deliver speech in front of you, all the delegates, ambassadors, human rights activists, friends, and colleagues. Today, we celebrate the International Human Rights Day, one of the most important days for our society, particularly for our fellow marginalized community who have been persecuted because their personal beliefs, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, political opinion, or even color of skin. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 70 years since the Great Charter of the United Nations was drawn up, and since then, all states have also written and agreed to a range of strong international treaties to establish in binding law the legal principles of human rights. They are a distillation of all human experience, all the warnings and screams of our combined human history. In this room today are the distinguished representatives of many states that have each made specific and contributions to humanity. All, by ratifying the UN Charter, have made clear commitment to, I quote, reaffirm a faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and worth of human person, in the equal rights of men and women, and of nations large and small, and to establish conditions under which justice and respect for the obligations arising from treaties and other sources of international law can be maintained, and to promote social progress and better standards of life and larger freedom. And yet, with alarming regularity, human rights are disregarded and violated, sometimes to a shocking degree. Today, I want to talk about the work we have left to do to protect many groups of people whose human rights are still denied in too many parts of the world today. In many ways, they are an invisible minority. They are arrested, beaten, terrorized, even executed. They are denied opportunities to work and learn, driven from their homes and countries, and forced to deny who they are to protect themselves from harm. Many are treated with contempt and violence by their fellow citizens, while authorities empowered to protect them look the other way or too often even join in the abuse. States claim exceptional circumstances. They pick between rights and choose. When government will truly support women's rights and those of the LGBT communities, but will poke at any suggestion that those human rights be extended to migrants of irregular status. Another state may observe scrupulously the right to education, but will brutally stamp out the opposing political views. A third state comprehensively violates the political, civic, economic, social, and cultural rights of its people, while vigorously defending the ideals of human rights before it peers. Ladies and gentlemen, we can see that the overwhelming majority of victims of human rights abuses around the world share two characteristics: deprivation and discrimination, whether it is based on gender, beliefs, sexual orientation, or color of skin. They are not spontaneously generated. Most violence of human rights result from policy choices which limit freedom and participation and create obstacles to the fair sharing of resources and opportunities. I would, however, like to recall here that human rights are not values that should be adapted to local identities and cultures, and respecting them is not a political choice, it is a legal obligation. Their commitments, principle of law guaranteed by solemn declaration, are legally binding with a universal scope. Human rights are not conferred by government, but they are the birthright of all people. It doesn't matter what country we live in, who our leader, or even who we are. Because we are human, we therefore have rights, and because we have rights, government bound to protect them. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights has been the foundation of this protective edifice. Since 1948, it has been covered other areas such as women's rights, children's rights, LGBT rights, and forced disappearances. This edifice, or Universal Declaration of Human Rights, needs to be defended. The priority is to recreate a space in law to protect human rights. When these rules of international human rights are trampled upon, the perpetrators must be brought to justice just as they are in ordinary law. And this justice needs to be exercised in conditions of impartiality and independence. As we meet here today, representing several continents, we demonstrate that human rights are not specifically given to a cultural area. We recall our commitment to the international system supporting human rights, to the power of rule of law, to the multilateral institutions. This is the best tribute we can pay to those who 70 years ago drafted a Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We solemnly state that the universalist achievements of 1948 are our heritage, a common good for humankind that we are prepared to defend and determined to foster. And as human rights activist and human being, I am committed and will remain engaged in human rights, including by speaking out for those in need, promoting justice for all, and by ensuring that human rights are integrated throughout the work of United Nations. This is the path to a world of peace, dignity, and opportunity to all. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Article 1, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Thank you.